it is time that we start letting go of all the contempt and the hate and the resentment and the anger that we're holding towards other people. Because it's affecting nobody but you and me. It doesn't affect them, it doesn't bring them down, it doesn't make them stop doing what they're doing. Like, I could judge Donald Trump for some reason, and I could really hate him, but is it going to stop him from being who he is? No. So what makes you think that holding on to pain because someone else has so-called caused you pain, what makes you think holding on to it is going to make that person change? I mean, it can. I'm not saying that we shouldn't express ourselves or we shouldn't feel pain, but unnecessarily holding on to it and making it an identity beyond, over and above the situation itself is completely unnecessary. We become like a false martyr on a cross, saying to the world, look at how much this person has hurt me. Look at how much has hurt me. Look, he is the one or she is the one. They hurt me, they hurt me, they hurt me. And then the only person that looks like a fool is you. So, if we really want to get in touch with life itself, then we have to understand that some people in our life are supposed to be teachers of that nature, where they trigger something that causes us pain, but not because they're evil or because they're bad people, but because we need to grow, we need to move, we need to let go, we need to forgive, we need to see everything as a lesson as opposed to a victim. Oh, all this stuff is happening to me. Why is it all happening to me? It's all bad. Oh, you know, as if someone was being like a puppeteer and you were the center of all their ill will or ill intent, which it's not. It's not. It's not. When we keep our focus internal, we have an internal focus, then we stop projecting our pain outwards in an unnecessary fashion or overly dramatic fashion. We learn to be aware of it. And once we're aware of it, even though sometimes it does come up in a really intense manner, we can then choose to do something higher with it. We can choose to lovingly communicate it to the person or people or the situation. Or we can express it into writing or music or dance or something beautiful. And once we do that, we really start to transcend the lower vibrations, and then other people's toxicity, it actually becomes less damaging to us. Because we've emotionally and intellectually evolved beyond it to a point where we just see it as a lesson. And we look at it and we keep our focus internal, as I said, internal focus. Internal focus. We keep it internal. And then it doesn't really matter what happens on the externals. And when we're doing that, we're actually moving into a higher consciousness. We're moving into a state of peace and of connectedness, as opposed to a state of constant reaction and constant getting absorbed in everybody else's drama. There's a video I made not so long ago that said, stop punishing yourself for other people's mistakes. And I think I'm going to leave it at that.